Hi, lovely people. How are you? I hope you guys are all doing good. Welcome back to All That Matters. It's Thursday. Normally, I'm really excited on Thursdays because it's my Friday, but in this week, it's not Friday for me. I'm working tomorrow, so yeah, I'm with all of y'all this week. It's okay. I'll be back on my throne next week. Don't worry. But yeah, it's Thursday, and you already know what day it is. You know what time it is. It's All That Matters time. I am your girl, the one, the only, and Zimmer Queen that you know, Jasmine. I hope you guys all are having a great day. As you're watching the show, please don't forget to share, like, and comment. And follow us on all our platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're everywhere. So find us. It's Revolt Media. Of course, we want to say thank you to our sponsors who make it happen for us. Today's show is sponsored by Quick Copy, formerly known as Inkwell. If you're looking for brochures, calendars, any business cards, all types of banners, booklets, carbonless forms, flyers, invitations, logo designs, newsletters, notepads. Listen, if I say all printing needs, you can reach out to Inkwell. They got you. And they don't just got you. It's quality, okay? You are coming for something great, something that you not regret, okay? So reach out to them. They handle everything when it comes to Akuba. And I'm telling you, I'm not bothered when it comes to them. You will get the right things, okay? If you don't even have your idea, they will provide you with a few ideas here and there. They will help you come up with whatever concept you're looking for. So reach out to Quick Copy, formerly known as Inkwell. They're located on 1900 East Dublin Granville Road, or you can give them a call on 614-888-2801, right? I think I got that right. But yes, Believers Attire. Believers Attire is a Christian-themed T-shirt which aims to motivate and affirm our trust in God. They have amazing shirts. Listen, Christmas is a few days away. I don't think that they've told me that, any of you have ordered a shirt for me. So that means you guys are not listening, okay? Christmas is a few days away. Place your order today so that you can gift a friend, your family. You can even gift me. Yes, at this point, I'm accepting Christmas gifts, okay? You can gift me. You can gift anybody. You can gift anybody in your circle, your work friends, your work family. Just order one, or you can order a bulk, okay? They have amazing shirts. They have God is My President, ASAP, Always Say a Prayer. What other ones? My personal favorite, Leave It to God and Go to Sleep. You are amazing, capable, and worthy. You can place an order. Look, even if you don't want to order for yourself, let me just make it easy. You can order one for me for my birthday. I'm still fighting Kumasi for mine. So since he doesn't want to do, you guys can order one for him. You can order one for yourself. It's affordable, okay? It's very affordable. Just reach out to 220-465-0822. Just tell them Jasmine sent you, and they will hook you up very well. They'll give you a great deal. Trust me on that one. Akuba. They offer natural hair and skincare, which is gentle, nourishing, and effective. Listen, it's made out of the finest ingredients, ensuring quality results. Do you see this hair? Yeah, I have cut it, I have locked it, I have braided, I've done everything to it. I even cut it this past weekend. I cut this much off, so imagine. So listen, it works. And then my skin is skinning. If you want quality, if you want your hair to grow, if you want your skin to glow, just reach out to Akuba. It's www.akuba.com. Or you can give us a call on 614-584-1845. Lona Soul Clothing. It's a streetwear brand, okay? Their shirts are amazing. I had one on Sunday, actually, for church. I'm gonna wear one on Tuesday. I'll wear one on Tuesday. It's a 3D print Lona Soul t-shirt. It's available in black and white. And they have the Lona Soul shorts. It's available in tan and gray. I have to actually get my shorts. I have the shirts. I have to get the shorts. But they're currently doing a $30 off, right? $30 off. Just use code LONER, LONER, code LONER, and get $30 off. Listen, this is a great deal, okay? This is a really, really good deal. So you don't want to miss out on it. Just head over, run. Like, not even just walk, run. Run to LonaSoulStreetwear.com. RG Kids Portrait. They specialize in kids, maternity, and baby shoots. RG, listen, Christmas Capture all the beautiful moments because these kids grow up so fast. Yesterday, I was talking to my niece and she was like, oh, I'm almost in high school. And I'm saying that like, wait, hold on. You were just born yesterday. So listen, capture all the beautiful moments right now. Listen, I'm getting old, okay? I'm getting old. I have a niece in high school. Auntie Jasmine is growing. But yes, capture all the beautiful moments now because you don't want to miss anything because in a blink of an eye, they'll be in college and they'll be having children. So capture all the beautiful moments right now. Reach out to RG Kids. They're currently doing their Christmas mini special. Don't miss out. It's a great, great deal. Head over to their Instagram and look at all their Christmas setups that they're doing. And whatever setup you're looking for, they will provide it with decor. If you want attire for the maternity shoots, they will also provide it. Reach out to them on Instagram. It's RG_kids_portrait. Or you can give them a call on 614-254-2151. Gloria Studios. All in one. It's your one-stop shop, okay? For meetings, dance classes, photo shoots, podcasts, music videos, recording, content creation, set design services. Listen, whatever you're looking for, they will give it to you. I did a photo shoot there. We did a photo shoot there last week, and I must tell you, it came out looking good, okay? Different backdrops, whatever you're looking for. You don't need to now go, if you want to do a podcast, you don't need to go buy microphones. You don't need to now go buy a chair. You don't need to now go buy decorations for it. They got you. All you have to do is just walk in there with your idea and look beautiful, and they will hook you up. If you want to take pictures, all of it, reach out to Gloria Studios. You can find them. You can give them a call on 614-551-4845. Reach out to them right now. Valentine's is coming. After my birthday, I feel like Valentine's is my favorite day after my birthday because it's a month of, it's a day of love, okay? It's a day of like just expressing love to everybody. It doesn't have to be a partner. It can be just your family, everybody. But Rockvine has decided to put up a Valentine's dinner and dance. Listen, it's February 17th. You don't want to miss out on it. Okay, you don't want to miss out. There'll be food, drinks, live band, and a special surprise guest artist. You heard that right, surprise guest artist. I don't know. I think I do. Should I tell you? Nope. Buy your tickets and be there. It's happening at the Eastern Hilton Hotel. You don't want to miss out on it. February 17th. I think it's at 5:30, right? Yep, it's at 5:30. The tickets are out now. It's 150 pet. 150 pet. Listen, you're going to hang with me. I'm going to be there. The bald-head melanin man is also going to be there. The girls that are hitting me up that you want to see the bald-head, that's the day for you to show up. Just that I can't promise you guys anything. But all I can say is just show up. Come looking cute. And maybe the bald-head man, I say hello to you. That's all he can say to you. Since his sister is there, all he can say is hello. Chevy.
I want to do a lot.
No, he's going to say only hello.
Chevy and I.
Chevy with the X. Him, y'all can't holler. He is free as a kite, okay? Y'all can't holler. Just that big sister will be behind the scene, navigating through it. I have to make sure who my brother is marrying. Yes, don't play with me. But no, I'm just playing. But don't forget, get your ticket right now. I think it's $150 for singles and it's $280 for a couple, okay? Get your boyfriend.
Yeah, doing early bird for 20% up, $20 off.
$20 off. So hey, hurry up. So that would be like $130. That would be $160. Hurry up and go get yours. I'm going to be there. I don't know who wants to go with me. Hit me up. If you want to be my date, how about let's put that. If you want to be my date, just hit me up. Maybe you might get a free ticket and you'll be my date. Maybe. I'm not promising. You have to give me a reason why you should be my date. So yes, Rockvine, Valentine's dinner and dance. Just look on this page for all the info. Or I think the flyer is on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook, or it's not on there. Or the flyer should be on our Facebook page and so forth. So yes, reach out and get your tickets now. That was a mouthful. Now let's get the show started. Thank you to our sponsors for making it happen for us all the time, keeping the lights on. So today I'm here, the man who needs no introduction. My favorite bald-headed melanin man with the beard. Yeah, they say I should add the beard. They say I always forget the beard part. So please let me add the beard.
Who are they?
You know, guys are even feeling your vibe, right?
Who are they?
Guys.
Oh, God.
At this point, you might go on the other option. Guys are feeling your vibe.
If they're going to pay.
Ew. Some guy was like, I've been watching Kumasi. He looks like he's losing weight. I was like, why are you watching Kumasi like that? I'm like, even me that I'm close to him, I haven't watched him like that. I don't know.
I'm losing weight.
Yeah, you do look like.
I'm not losing
You
weight.
have looked. I think the camera makes your head a little smaller compared to our old camera.
I think it's more. Okay.
You look relaxed.
I'm tired.
Maybe the guys are feeling your vibe. I'm like, damn, why don't y'all feel my vibe? Okay.
They like you.
Well, Kumasi.
They are trying to say they like you by saying they like you.
Well, slide in my DM. It's cold out here, okay? Singleness is hard. But no, I'm here with the one and only Kumasi. How are you, friend?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Great.
It looks like you're happy when you see me. It's okay.
I mean, what can I do?
You ain't got a choice.
I'm stuck with you.
Well, you gotta say it like that.
I gotta make it happen, you know.
Why you gotta say that you're stuck with me?
You. Am I not stuck with you?
You are technically stuck with me. You ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, so,
but yes,
what can I do? Let's kick it going.
Yeah, the year is about to end. Okay,
right.
The year is coming to an end, and as the year is coming to an end. Sorry. One of the things that I'm in the season of like reflection. I feel like most people, you know, when the year is coming to
we are or you are.
I can speak for me.
Okay.
When it gets to your turn, then you speak for you if you are reflecting. I can't speak for Chevy. We all know he's not reflecting right now. That one. That's a conversation at the end of the day. No, but as for me, I think I'm in a season right now of reflection. So today I want us to talk about. So today we're going to talk about creating boundaries and knowing your limits.
Okay.
You know, so many people are going around without knowing how to create boundaries. They're saying yes to everything, doing everything, burning themselves out. And so many people do not even know they're worth enough to even create the boundaries. So that's what we are going to talk about today. Do you have boundaries?
Yeah, I think everybody have boundaries. It depends on the type of boundaries that you have.
Not everybody has boundaries.
Really? How are you going to be able to function as a person without having a boundary?
You know, some people like live on like pleasing people and making everybody happy. So like it's like everything that they do, even when they're dying, they'll do whatever it takes just to make everybody happy. So so people like that don't have boundaries. Because if you have boundaries, you know when to say no or when to say I'm sorry, I can't. And you know the whole 9 yards, or I have to preserve my. You know, some people can't even tell people like I can't be friends with you right now. Like yesterday, I was talking to a friend, Kwache. I think you know Kwache, right?
I know of him.
You know of him? Okay, so yesterday we're having a conversation, and we're talking about boundaries. I think that's what even led to me say we should. But we're talking about boundaries, and he was like, we're talking about, you know, what we both did, and he this year told somebody, "I love you, but I want to love you from a distance." And it was so funny. I had also
he said that to somebody.
Somebody like,
okay.
I love you, but I have to protect who you and I are not on the same path, and you being in my life, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means we're going two different ways. So I love you, but I'm gonna love you for a distance. And then I was like, oh, I did the same thing. So we're kind of catch up on it, and I realized that this year, especially for me, I can always say I grew a lot, and I was finally able to say the word no to people.
Okay.
And I realized that I created a lot of boundaries this year, personally for me. Like, I created boundaries when it came to friendship. Even financially, I created boundaries. And then everything, all aspects of my life, there were boundaries to even know that, okay, I come first before everybody else. But then some people are there, like, we can't say it because, oh, then it means I'm selfish. Then it means, you know, you've never encountered that moment before. No. Well, you're different. You've never.
Me, my face alone is a boundary.
Your face alone is scary.
Yeah, it's a boundary. So.
Okay. So you've never really had moments where you felt like you were overgiving yourself. You were overdoing. Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is how I personally make decisions, right? I do things when I have to do it. You know? Like, you need me to do something for what you need me to do. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm bored. I want to hang out. No, I'm not that guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm having a lights problem in my house.
Come
over. You know, oh, I'm having this problem. I'm trying to move, man. Can you help me? I'll come over. Help you. Like, I'm that type of guy. I'm not a guy that go like, oh, I went to work today and they were talking about this. I want to discuss it. I'm not that guy. You know, I don't like. And my wife says this all the time. My wife keeps saying, "Oh, you're too serious. Sometimes you got to loosen up."
Yes.
It's not like I have to loosen up or something like that. It's just that sometimes when you are, I feel like I have a big mission, right? I have a big mission that I have to deliver on, and I don't have time for petty stuff. Like something like I'm bored. It's not a sickness. It's not. If you are bored, watch TV.
But
If you are bored, entertain yourself. That's how I look at it.
Loneliness kills.
Listen, if you are alone by yourself, find a boyfriend or a girlfriend. That's your job.
I'm trying to find one and I ain't found one in a year.
We're not even going to have that conversation right now.
What are you trying to say?
We're not going to, because you're not serious about it. If you're serious about it, you find one.
I
There's
am.
a lot of guys out there. So we're not even going to talk about that because I'm going to kill you on that one.
I feel attacked.
So this is how I look at it. That's why every decision that I have to take is something that I know is beneficial. If somebody calls me, I need to talk to you. Your first 1 minute, I will know if I have to entertain this call or I'm not supposed to entertain that call. If that minute elapses, I've already made my decision. Oh, man, I'm sorry. My wife is calling me. Can I call you back? It's call over.
That's lying.
That's how I do my thing. I can say, yeah, I got to attend to something important. I'm not a petty guy. I don't want to be involved in, because what I have realized in this is the moment that you keep involving yourself in this, your name keep popping up in conversations that you don't want.
Not necessary.
Yes,
yeah.
I don't want my name to be popping up in conversations that are not necessary. You know, so that's why most of the time when there are people that don't have no direction around, I'm not around them. I don't want anybody to have conversations. Something happen. Oh, Kumasi was there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
I wasn't there.
That is me.
Yeah.
So anytime I get closer to anybody, I get closer to somebody because I see a vision with that person. If I feel like I get closer to you and you do not have that vision, I step away. That is me. You know, because you are just going to drain me for nothing. I'd rather stay home and watch documentaries than, you know, coming over and unnecessary talk, you know. Because most of the time, a lot of people say, oh, you need to get experience with people. You need to get closer to people. I'm telling you, most of the stuff that you need to grow your life, they're on YouTube, they're on Netflix, they're on all these platforms. You know, so I don't really have to interact with a person to be able to get all this kind of information.
Yeah.
That is not me. So me personally, I feel like my whole self is a boundary. Before you can actually approach me and want to do something with me, like I feel like you might have studied me and be like, oh, this is the guy that I can do
it with, yeah.
Do this thing with before you come to me. You're not gonna call me and talk about gossips and what your friend did and what. I don't even entertain that from my wife.
Yeah.
I don't even entertain that.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not like, I remember my wife will come from when we get together in the beginning. She'll come from where she trying to tell me what happened at work. This girl said this and I'm not about that. Like, don't tell me. Let's talk about something that.
But that's too serious, there.
That's how
I'm
people
sorry.
say about.
That's a little too.
That's who I am.
Because I want to come home and just my husband, like, babe, so this happened. Like,
why don't you all come from home, work and say, hey, babe. Oh, I saw this plan. I think when we do this, we're gonna make this.
We do that sometimes, but sometimes I want to come and be able to gossip.
You heard that?
We do that sometimes, but
I do the gossips all the time.
It can't be every day. I'll come like, baby. Yeah, I want let's business. Build a farm, baby. Let's book at this.
At this point that I'm in, is the money mood.
But while all work and no play makes Jack a dog. When we find the
money, we can play. Right now, no time to play.
But all work and no play makes Jasmine sad.
Forget whoever wrote that thing. It doesn't even make sense. Let's make the money and then we can play better.
Wow.
Let's make the money and then we can play better.
We ain't doing both.
This is not the time to play. Like, honestly, this is not the time. Yo, you know how much a house costs? You know how much college education costs?
Yeah.
I don't have time to be playing. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I set my boundaries. I'll let you know. If you come closer to me, I'll let you know what I tolerate and what I don't tolerate. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, right now that we are here together as a team, I don't care who you are. You're not going to disrespect anybody here. It doesn't matter whether that person comes here 30 minutes or you are here 24/7. It doesn't matter. Anybody that enters here and sign his or her name in here, you can't disrespect them. If you disrespect that person, that means you're disrespecting me. I'm not gonna allow it. I don't care. You may be carrying the whole thing. We're gonna find out that you.
People feel entitled.
No.
I still stand by the fact that I'm still the queen of revolt. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. I'm the queen of revolt. Nobody gonna fire me. You know why? I'm gonna use nepotism till the day I decide to leave.
You do whatever you are supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what you do. I'm not even saying this because you are here. You do whatever you're supposed to do. You know. So I don't have a problem. And I know I could talk to regardless of the situation. The moment I felt like I cannot talk to you, your shoes will be off.
Dang, you gonna fire me?
I'm telling you that
Chevy would not have a job though.
You as one person cannot destroy like 12 other guys.
That's true.
If I have to entertain you and get 12 other guys pissed off,
then I'd rather get rid of the bad apple.
I'd rather get and take the heat for it.
Yeah.
And everybody goes, oh, he started with Jasmine. All of a sudden, he pushed Jasmine to the curb.
It's better that way.
I like it that way.
Yeah.
I'll take that heat than to piss everybody off. Because I don't want to set any negative environment. And that's how I roll. So before you get closer to me, I'll let you know. When we are serious, we are serious. When we are all joking, we are joking. When somebody says, I do not like this,
cut it off. Yeah.
Because you don't know where they are at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody tells you, especially somebody that you play with all the time, and then one day you say something, you say, man, cut it off.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are not right at that moment.
Place.
Don't say anything to provoke something. What I have realized from a lot of people is they get so used to doing things to people, and then the moment you say you do not like it, it feels disrespected. You know what I'm saying?
That's the conversation.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yo,
if somebody say no, it's no. That's how you can build a brand. You cannot build a brand by pleasing everybody.
Yeah.
I can't even please my own wife to please any other person. You know what I'm saying?
The focus, yeah.
The only way somebody may feel that I am pleasing him or her will be a time that I know that person doesn't even understand what he or she is doing. You know, that's why I go extra mile trying to explain it to, the person, just for the person to. Because if I want to make that vital decision, I want to be right. I don't want to be wrong to make a decision. I want to be right. That's why. So me, myself, I personally, I believe that I know how to, set my boundaries. So,
like, at what point? Because the reason I asked that, for me, right, I feel like this year I was, like I said, I was able to set boundaries, and I feel like it was like low event, and I feel like as you're maturing, it's like you want different things for yourself.
Right.
Like, especially for me right now, my whole vision, like, I always tell people now, I don't have a plan B. It's a Cuba and media. That's it. There's no plan B to fall on, So it's like my focus now, everybody I want in my life is people that we're all growing together. Like even us three sitting here, each person has something so it's like I'm all with like-minded people, so we are growing.
Right.
So for me, if I'm with a circle that is not about growth, and the only focus is always on, let's gossip. This person wore this wrong shoe. I don't care. So for me this year, I feel like it was like low things. So then when I got to the point of, I need to, because I rebranded a Cuba. I think I was telling somebody over the weekend that I rebranded a Cuba. I want to rebrand my life. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that. Most people sit in where they are because it's like, it's not like they're afraid. It's like, what will people think? So it's like everybody's stagnant on where they are. So this year when I wanted to rebrand my life, I was like, I need to set boundaries with everybody and with myself. Because a lot of times, one of the things I've realized is we pour so much into everybody, then you're left empty. But you can't pour from an empty cup.
Of course.
And so many times, there's a difference when you're pouring, you're refilling. There's a difference, because when you're refilling, there'll still be some, right? Because I remember when I was growing up, there was this water tank that most houses used to have. What is it called? Yeah, the more we take out, we always, refill it up. So then there was always something. But most people are given without refilling. Most people are always, oh yes, I'll be there. But then when you sit back, for me, I think what was like, when I sit back, am I getting the same in return? I know that you can't always give and expect something in return, yes. But then it's like, the energy I'm putting in you, are you putting the same energy back? Is it reflecting what you're doing? So I had to get to a place of realization. Then I was like, let me change my life. Did you ever get to a place of okay, with this happening, now let me change it this way? Or were you always like...
I think I was born like this. I think if I wasn't born like this, then maybe it's my environment.
Is it your family dynamic or your circle?
I'm very different from... Yeah, I'm very different from a lot of my family. Very, very different. this is how I look at it. In life, you need to have a personal goal. What you want to do. Most people that come closer to you is because they've seen something about you.
Yeah.
And that's why they come closer to you. And mostly it's because they can gain from you.
Yeah.
So when somebody come closer to you, you also ask yourself, what can I gain from this person? You understand?
Okay.
So when you ask yourself that question and then you find out what you can gain from that person, you move with it. Like, you know, when I met Jima, right? Anytime I have a conversation with him, he finds a way to say something that I've never thought about. You know what I'm saying?
Thought provoking.
Anytime that we have a conversation, he just finds a way of saying something that I've never thought about. And I feel like I'm a thinker. I think all the time. I'm always thinking. And that's why I always miss the road when I'm driving, because I'm always thinking. Like, I'm always thinking. So, since I met this guy, anytime we are talking, he finds a way to say something. And I'm like, oh, I need to get closer to this guy.
Yeah.
So all the time I check up with him, and we are always going to have conversation. We're going to have conversation that's going to build my mind. That's what I'm getting from him. I think he's also getting something from me. I don't think if he's not getting anything from me, when I call you, he won't pick up all the time.
I'll come up with excuses.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think he's also gaining something from me.
Yeah.
That is how I roll. If you are dealing with somebody, make sure you are getting something from that person. If the people are draining you, my wife used to have a friend, man. I have to threaten my wife. I see you talking to this lady again, it's going to be a big problem between you and her. Yo, this lady, the moment she's done with my wife on the phone, my wife will be stressed.
Oh, wow.
Like, the deeper stress,
That's
you know?
not it.
Like, it's like everything has to be done for her. I don't know what she thinks. I think maybe she's a queen somewhere. I don't know.
No, the entitlement, bro.
It's like everything has to be done for her. She'll be calling you. Like, she expects. Okay, so she will come to our house. And then my wife will give her food. She expects, because she came to my wife's house, my wife have to serve her. When she's done eating, my wife have to take the plate and go wash it.
Excuse you?
Like that type of entitlement.
Oh, wow.
My wife doesn't even do that for me.
She don't do that for me.
Like you know what I'm saying? That's what she expects.
Oh, wow.
And then when my wife says something, they will argue about it. And it's like, oh, but I came to your house. But yo, I said, yo, you need to, this is draining. You know, she will want to go look for a job. Right? Guess what?
Your wife.
My wife will be like, oh, this is the agency. This is the company. Well, can you take me there?
How old is she?
Way older than my wife.
Like they always say, age is just a number. Wow.
I don't get it. At the point, I thought she has a mental problem or what. I didn't get it. So I was like, yo, you need to cut this relationship. I don't want to see you talking with this. And the moment, you know, when you are with a partner, oh, somebody gifted us stars.
Did he?
Yeah, that is Goddess Chef. When you are with a partner, right, and the partner is stressed, you become stressed too. I wanna walk home and see my wife, you know, beautiful and shining. I don't want to walk home and see my wife all drained out. I don't want that. So I was like, you got to cut this friendship. I don't care what she's doing for you, but you need to cut this friendship. And she did. I feel like you got to value what you have and set that boundary. Let people know what they can do and what they cannot do. If they keep doing the same thing, you cut them off.
I hear you. I feel that.
Even in family too.
Oh, yes. You know, when I started, I used to say something is, I'm a block family. I'm going to block you. The reason why I started saying that was because as much as we are family, some family members feel like, especially the older ones, they feel like you're a child, right? So, like, what we say is right. I remember it got to a point, especially when it came to this whole going to college, the whole debate. And I was like, I have learned so much on my own. I want to do business. It became like a whole battle. So that was when I made a decision. I will block you for my mental health. And when it came to marriage and children and the whole 9 yards, right? When it came to church, religion and everything, I was like, I will block you for my sanity. And I feel like a lot of times, so many people find it hard, especially when it comes to family, to say no. I was watching a documentary and was like, everybody else I can say no to everybody, but when it came to family, it was one of the hardest things to say no to. But because I think we hold family into like
on a pedestal,
like a high esteem, that it's like sometimes it's like you can beat me down and I'll still just stand there and take it. With your wife's friend, I've had that situation like that, and when I started like withdrawing, I became the bad guy.
But all good guys are always the bad guys.
That's the problem. Like, cause it's like you have the friend that is like, after you finish talking to them on the phone, you're like, bruh, I just ran a marathon. And you're probably just sitting in your couch. I've had moments like that. And I've had the friends that like, I'm always like, oh, can we go eat? I'm like, sure, I'll dress up. And it's not like they're paying. I'm still paying. Oh, can we go do this? I'll do this. Can we go? And I'll show up. But it got to a point. I remember one time, and it was middle of this year. It was April. I think it was April and May. That's when my behavior shifted on everybody. It was April and May. I remember I got home one day and I just crashed. I've not slept 24 hours straight, but that day I crashed on my carpet and I just slept till the next day, and I was like, I'm done. And I remember I was like, I'm about to be selfish, whether you like it or not. Because I remember that week, this person will call me, oh, can you come do this? And I'll run. This week, can you come wash my hair for me? And I'll run. Can you come and help me babysit? I'll run. Can you take the kids here for me? I have done it to the point, some people are like, oh, I need free time for myself. Can you take my kids out? When I haven't gotten free time, and I'll do it. So I remember when I stopped saying I can't, or I can't come, or after that day when I crashed, I was like, oh, I can't do it. It just became like, oh, and I say you're single, and then why is it that what are you doing? So when I even started,
because you couldn't do it,
because I couldn't do it. I've had comments.
What were they doing?
They needed a break. I'm being honest.
They need a break from what? Their kids.
From their kids. I'm the auntie. Have you guys
If they need a break, they should put them for adoption. That's the best way to get a break.
But you know the funny thing? Most of these kids, it's like the parents and the mistake the parents make is that you now the kids create a bond with another person. Like all my nieces, their mothers can sit and they will not say, let Auntie Jasmine call. Auntie, you're going to sit. Because they know Auntie Jasmine comes with benefit. You get what I'm saying? So most of the time, I've done that. I'll take them. Oh, parents need a break, so let's go. Oh, I need a break.
I don't see anything wrong with you helping your sister.
There's
or your
nothing
friend,
wrong.
Who needs a break?
That's what I'm saying.
When it becomes
like expected,
I have to do it. That's a problem.
Oh yeah, people have said, but you don't have kids. You don't have married. You're not married.
That's why.
So you have time. And I'm like, but I still have.
I needed a time. That's why I'm not married. That's why I don't have any kid.
Well, they don't see it that way.
Well, you have to tell them.
They don't see it that way.
You have to tell them.
So when I started withdrawing, because I was like, I'm tired. Work is beating me down. Business is beating me down. I think at the time, I was doing radio. I was doing another radio as well. And plus church. And all of us, like, I'm tired. The moment I started withdrawing, it's like you become the bad person. You become
I think what happened is, me personally, I like to have conversations. So when somebody say, do this for me, and I say, I cannot do it, I'm not just going to say, I can't do it. Like,
you explain yourself.
I will explain to
but
you
why do I have to explain myself when I can't?
Because we are dealing with humans.
But it's not needed.
When you keep, it's like addiction. When you keep feeding somebody with drugs, and then they get addicted to it, and then all of a sudden you want to pull it off, you be the bad guy, even though you are trying to help them at this point.
Because they're going through withdrawal.
Yes. So if you keep helping somebody every day, and then this time the person needs you to help them, and you say you cannot, you have to do some explanation. Why? Okay, I cannot do it because I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do that.
I personally don't feel the need.
If they are still not respecting it, then well, guess what? The child, you plan to have the child, right? It's your responsibility. You got to do it. The reason why I feel like there should be communication is our understanding of things, especially with familiarity. When you become so familiar with people, they expect you to do certain things. People even make decisions with you in mind without even consulting you.
Yes.
You understand? And that's how familiarity comes. Like me right now, if I go out there and let's say there's a star in town and I know there's an interview, automatically my mind's gonna be, oh, Jasmine's gonna do this. Until I speak to you, I'm gonna book it first.
Which he did. No, yeah, it's not even which you do already.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm gonna book it first, that may be an opportunity that if I wait, you're gonna miss. By the moment I book it, I'm gonna call Charlie. This happening. You think we can do this, right? If you cannot do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You understand? That's how I do my thing. If you cannot do it, I will ask you, why can't you do it? This is a big deal. You want to be in the media. You want to do this. This is a big thing for you too.
Yeah.
Okay, so why can't you do it? Oh, I can't do it because I have choir practice. Oh, okay. So you're singing on Sunday, I'm singing on Sunday. Okay, yeah, you got to go. Okay, I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
I understand. I don't want to be like, oh, now you got to do it because I booked it. So I didn't consult you. Also, I didn't have time to consult you.
Yeah.
So that's how I do things. Always I have a window around things and how I will make things happen. That is me. Not everybody is good at doing that.
But still, the reason why I don't do the explanation thing, right? It's like I cut it, right? I think I was in a situation like that recently, and I was like, the reason I don't do, because I don't want anybody, why do you feel so entitled to me?
We live
because especially if it's not business. We
live in a community, right? Or we are from a community where we rely on each other.
Of course, that is needed.
That is how our community is built. I don't see that in the white community. They don't rely on each other. Yeah, our community, we rely on each other. Yeah. Right? So if I am relying on you to function, and then you want to cut that reliance off, there should be some conversation, irrespective of your reason, whether you may have the, the best reasoning or best, what we call it, motive to call off that relationship or whatever. It should be a discussion.
Okay.
Because if you do not discuss, I have a case against you.
Okay. There's a difference.
I've been doing this with you all this while, and now all of a sudden you don't want to do it and you have no conversation with me.
But there's a difference, is let's say like childcare, right? Okay. And you rely on me for childcare. There's a difference. Okay. Like let's say radio, yeah, right? You rely on me to show up on Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, and the rest of the days, right? You're relying on me. So in a situation like that, I can't just not show up without communication. It's different if there was other things going on, then I don't show up. There's a difference. So you rely on me for this, I'll show up. Let's say it's a ride. Maybe the person doesn't drive or something. You're relying on me for a ride. Right. So those are different. Right. But when you're relying on me to call me every day to gossip, I ain't got to tell you nothing. I'm blocking you.
That what I'm saying that
if you're relying,
I'm not about this lifestyle anymore.
I will not. I think this is the first time I've had to tell people. I think this year was the first year I've had to tell people, I love you, but I'm going a different route with my life. This is the first time, because for me, I just block. I'm the queen of I'll block and go my way.
I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in blocking? I learned this shit to not block.
I believe in. When I'm on social media, that's why I do all my blocking. Like, if you go on my page, I have like at least 1,000 people that I block.
Me too.
At least. Because
me too.
there are some people, right, that I will even see a type of comment that they will make under people's posts and I'll just block them.
You're so special.
The reason why I do that is, all these Facebook fights, there are some people that I used to respect on social media. And then they are not the ones doing the fights. But this person is fighting. So let's say Chevy's fighting me. And then you go on the Chevy's video. They say, oh, more fire. And then I will respond. And then the next minute, you under my video, more fire. You see those people on social media? I block all of them.
That one I'll block too.
If somebody is insulting somebody on social media, I feel like if you are a responsible person, your job is not even to make a statement on that. Regardless of what they have done to them. Let them. There are two people, they want to fight themselves, let them fight themselves. Don't get involved. If you are my friend, you are somebody that I respect on social media, and I see you under somebody's post making this kind of comment, I block you. I have over 1,000 people that I've blocked. If I unblock all these people, I'll be somewhere 15K.
Well, can you unblock them for the revolt page? We just need them to see what you... then we're about to take over your page.
I block them on Kumasi Nyame. I don't want... Because what happened is, and they will be posting this negative... I don't want to be seeing those kind of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? They will be posting this kind of... That's how I do it. But, let's say my friend. I cannot I cannot block you. If I'm gonna block you, then I'm telling you there's no relationship anymore. I'm gonna tell you before I block it. I block you. And if I'm leaving it on a clean slate. If we had to sit down to have conversation with anybody, they're gonna say Kumasi was right. That is me. That's how I roll.
Okay.
Like any decision that I make, I build up my points, and when I make the final decision, everybody goes, "Oh, he had to do it." I don't run to make decisions. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm dealing with people. Like I'm dealing with you. You said something bad to me, I'll say, "Hey, Jasmine, you know, I know we play and all that, but you got to be careful how you speak to me." I'll tell you not one, not twice, 3 times. The 4th time, I'm done with you.
Okay.
If we have to sit down, and I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to say, Jasmine, because of this, I've told you the 1st time, the 2nd time, the 3rd time, this is the 4th time, I cannot forgive you anymore. So everything that we have, it comes to an end today. I'm going to have that conversation with you. I don't hate you. I don't wish you bad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I just feel like I cannot deal with you. Because I don't want to be aggressive. I like to defend myself, protect myself. If I feel like somebody is encroaching, I'll protect myself. And if I have to protect myself, maybe you wouldn't like how I'll strike back. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I don't want to have this relationship with you. I'll have a conversation with you. Whether you like it or not, this is my conversation. And then I'll move on.
I'll move on.
That is me. And if I have to block you, I'll block. But I'm not just going to block you without having a conversation.
You are a patient man than I am. No, because I think for me, the conversation feels like I'm just wasting more energy and I cannot. That's just me. Because I think was it yesterday? Today's Thursday. On Tuesday, yesterday evening, I got home and I was like, there was a picture I kept seeing on my timeline. I was like, you know what? For my sanity and for my peace of mind, I'm blocking this person. And it was from a place. It wasn't
a social media thing.
This is on social media. For my peace of mind, for my sanity, I deleted the person's number from my phone and I blocked them. Because you know when you have people on WhatsApp and we have the same number,
Status.
You see it. Social media, you see it. I was like, for the first time, I was like, for my peace of mind.
But in that situation, this is what I do. I do the, how we call it. Oh, you know how WhatsApp, you can mute them and you don't
for
see
me,
whatever.
I didn't even want to mute. Like, it was like...
You were at that level.
I was done. It's time for... I've muted a few people. This week your girl has been on a mute journey. I have muted a few people, but yesterday was like, I'm done. I have seen enough. Like, I have tried to...
Is this something that you feel like it was poking you?
I feel like it was something that was poking me. It wasn't just poking me. It was poking my business. It was annoying me, you know. So I felt like... Because, there are people, especially when it comes to business route, you do something, they also want to do the same thing. I got to the point was like, I need to protect the Cuba. As much as we are all... I get like we all get ideas from people, but when it gets to a point when it feels like it's like a personal... Like, I want to come for you well.
If anybody that hits my business.
So I was like, yesterday I did block. I was like, block. And then there was a person I was supposed to work with. And then that person ended up working with this person. I was like, they reached out to me like, let's do it. I was like, you know what? As much as this was going to bring me an income, for the sake of my mental health, God bless you, but find somebody else. And this was going to bring me good money. Right, it wasn't going to bring me like a lot, but at least change to buy gas and something, it would have worked. But I was like, you know what? I respect you a lot. You are one person I respect, but for the sake of my mental health and my sanity.
So that decision wasn't really made because of the person.
It was around the same circle.
Because there was a
yeah.
Okay.
I was like, God bless you, but please give it to somebody else. So I think you get to a point where sometimes you just have to say goodbye, good riddance to bad rubbish.
If you feel like me, I've not been at that level where I feel like it's gonna bother me to that level. I've never
really.
No, I've never experienced.
I mean, when it comes to my business, I think personal, I don't care. But when it comes to business, especially with the Cuba, I can't.
Because me personally, I personally, I think I'm built for this thing. I feel like business is competition, right? I feel like business is cutthroat. I understand that. I understand that. Like, somebody can just come here, study your whole blueprint, and go create the same thing. I understand that. I think that is business. People always do stuff like that. I understand that. So to me, I don't see anybody pushing me to that level. Anybody that can push me to that level, it wouldn't be business. It would be somebody that I have trusted. Yeah. And let them into my home.
Yeah.
That is that person that can, Because maybe I've had certain conversation with you that I would have never had.
That was me. If I didn't trust you.
Yeah,
That's it.
That is the only way that I can be pushed. And I don't always want to dwell on that, because me, if I feel like I've been cheated and I decide to do something, it gets crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do me one and I do you 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. So normally, even when I'm getting pissed off, when everybody is seeing it, I try not to see it. Because if I see it, I will have to make a decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I see, like, let's say we are here, all of a sudden somebody is disrespecting us. At this point, everybody has seen it. I can create excuses for that. Let's say this is crazy. Don't pay attention to that. It's not like I know that person is crazy. I'm only saying this person is crazy, so I don't have to hit this person so hard. Because if I understand that this person is not crazy, I will have to hurt that person. And if I hurt, it's gonna be like, really, like, you know what I mean? Like,
rest in peace.
If I have to hate you, I'm gonna hit you with all
I'll
the
make
strength.
sure that I'm gonna hit you till you die. I'm not just
that
hitting
I
you.
have, and I don't want to do that.
Okay.
So that's why I kind of, this person is crazy. Just avoid it. Don't even pay attention to it. It's not that I've not seen it. Most of the time, I tell my wife, most of the time, the things that she complains about, I see them way before she even complains about it.
You're a better person than we are.
I try not to.
I'm petty. I'm gonna stay petty. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna stay petty.
I'm not about that.
For me, when it comes to business boundaries, I understand that yes, there's competition, but especially when it's competition that you feel like, okay, this was, like you're saying, I had a whole show that somebody handed to somebody else. A whole show that somebody literally sat there, listened to my whole show, listened to the ideas I was bringing, and handed the entire show.
This is a conversation that you had with that person,
like a separate person, just the person and I. And the person handed my show to a different person.
Come to me.
You and I talk.
We talk about a show that we are gonna do.
I give you like the blueprint and everything.
This is your show that you created.
I'm doing.
Okay.
And then you get up, because I've given you the blueprint, and literally get up and hand my entire show to Chevy. It's happened to me twice. Literally, down to like, even let's say like this episode, maybe today I wanted to do something happening here, and I've given you my research, because me, one thing, if I want to do, I'll give you I've given you my research, and you take my research and hand it to Chevy.
Oh, that's messed up.
So then when it comes to business boundaries, I'm gonna block you quick.
That's really messed up. that is gonna be a big problem.
Oh, me, I just walked away. I just walked away. Yeah, it has happened to me twice. That's the reason, like, when people be like, so what is your concept for this? I'm always like uneasy, like sharing concept. I think the first, I can't still share concept with people. I'm like, oh, I want it this way, but I'm not going to give you the full, like, this is what I want to do. Till the day off and I'm there and I'm doing the episode, then I'm going to give you, this is what I need done. Because that one I know it's already filmed.
Right.
So, like, I no longer, business boundaries is very needed, because we live in a society that, as much as we're all learning from each other, some people don't want to do the work for themselves. Especially when it comes to me. If you come to me with an idea, I'm going to try my best and do the research I need to research. And if somebody, like, let's say Chevy or you see that, you're always going to come and just pour your, just to take from me. So one thing I've realized is business boundary. That's one thing 2023 I thank God for, was business boundary. I'm good. I'll be like, oh yeah, I want to do this. Let's do it. But I've come to a place of, no, I'm going to hold on. When the day comes, I'll let you know the piece that you need to know. I'm not going to give you the entire book.
I think that is the best.
And so many people need to learn that. We are when you go on social media, we're all copying content from people. But be original. At least come up with your own, make it different. But people don't want to do that.
But why will somebody that you have talked to about something feel like it's okay to?
This is the African community. Like you were saying,
they didn't have no conversation or anything like that.
No. So what? I don't even want to go into the whole details. What happened was, it was a particular episode I had seen years ago, and I seen on somebody's page, and I wanted to do it. I was excited at the time. I spoke to a friend of mine called Steven. He did the research. He did it for me, because I didn't know how that whole system will work. He did the research and handed it to me. And then I did my research, spoke to a girlfriend of mine who had also done it in New York. And she gave me how that will work and how you make it look real. So I had spoken to somebody about it, giving them the blueprint. Like literally all the research my friend did, all the research the lady gave us, how we can achieve this. And if I tell you, less than a month, 3 months later, because I was supposed to do that, and I ended up with COVID. So I was down for like 3 months. Months later, I see them do it for somebody else. My entire concept. Literally, I've had it happen several times. So I just, for me, I've drawn business boundary.
I think people know who they can do that to.
Because when it happened, the lady that I gave the idea called, she was like, did you put it on paper? If I put it on paper, you can't sue. I was like, I did it.
If I'm going to talk to you about an idea, I'm not putting it on paper.
That's the thing.
So if I'm
but you know why
so
people do that?
Yeah, if I'm going somewhere, so let's say if I want to go to Gloria Studios to shoot the content, this is a business, right? If I'm going there, I'll put it on because I don't know these people.
Yeah.
You know, I'll put it on paper and say, hey, this is this, that, so you can sign it. That I'll put it on paper. But if we are going to shoot something here and then you call me and say, hey, I want us to do this, and you put everything down, and then I just give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
I think people know who they can do that to.
And I still feel like people just don't know what they are also doing, so it's like a mistake from people.
Listen, when you walk in here and I tell you, I have an idea. I want us to do this, do this. You trust me.
Oh, yeah.
You will do it.
Oh, yeah.
So that person they may even have what they want to do, but their GM can say, hey, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
But still create professional boundary. That's one thing I feel like people need to learn.
We have to.
Professional boundary.
We actually have to. But wouldn't you think that your GM should be professional enough? Wouldn't you
But
think,
then the thing is, you were thinking for somebody else.
yeah,
and that might not be who they are.
My point is, wouldn't you think that way? If somebody have set up a business, hire somebody to take care of affairs, and you are having that conversation with that person, wouldn't you think that person is professional enough?
Of course. That's why I'll never tell Chevy my ideas because he might sell it. I don't trust him.
He'll just trademark all of
He'll
your
just
ideas.
trademark everything. I'm like, damn. Look at this, cobras. But that's what is happening. So I think people should learn to have professional boundaries as much as you have personal boundaries. I think what's his name? Usher sent me something real quick. Let me read it. He said, one of the things that I've enjoy your own company instead of expecting someone else to make you happy. And he said, hold on, sorry, let me read the other one real quick. One of the things I learned this year so far is that it's better to walk away than to tolerate. Well, what is incrassism in English? Nonsense.
No.
It's not.
Incrassism is something like it's not nonsense. Nonsense in same.
Oh. But for me, it's better to walk alone than to also tolerate nonsense.
Oh yeah.
But that's the hard part. Let me explain why that is hard. Like a person like me, I grew up from I felt isolated.
Okay.
For a while. So it's like I try to hold on to things that I know are killing me. Like I said, I've changed. I want to share personal because I'm trying not to share personal on this show, but I want to be really personal with this one. One of the things about me was I wanted to hold on to things. I was afraid that if I let it go, it will, I was going to be alone. And I was scared of the moment I'll be alone. You get what I'm saying? I was scared of the moment that I will have to now sit and actually look at myself. That was one of the things for me. That was hard. And I think with therapy, I realized that I had, abandonment issues. And so I was used to I want to hold on. Even though I know this is killing me. I know I'm walking on fire and I'm burning, right? But I wanted to hold on just for the sake of, oh yeah, I have a crew. I have friends. Until you get to a point of you have all these people, but you're still alone. You have all these people, but nobody's bringing substance into your life. So I'd rather walk alone. And there are so many. I wanted to share it personally because right now, it's so funny. These days, I'm encountering so many young girls. I feel like since we started All That Matters, I'm encountering young girls that some will call, be this, and I'll be okay. And I wanted to share that because one of the things that so many of these young girls are also doing now is because they don't have boundaries up, they're in friendships that they know it's especially some girls have friendships that is putting them in debt. Because let's travel. You're putting yourself in there. I have a young girl right now that I think after when did we do the show on Tuesday when we spoke about money? Was it Tuesday or Monday? Tuesday. She actually sent me a message and she was telling me about her going on trips and if I tell you this girl has accumulated debt, all in the name of every weekend we are in Texas, we are here. And I feel like because so many young girls don't have boundaries, and I asked her, my question was like, why are you still there when you know it's not her? She was like, because I don't want to be, that's my only friend. And so many young girls, I'll say young girls because I don't know about guys, but so many young girls are in relationships. There's no boundaries. So many young girls are in relationships that it doesn't serve you a purpose, but you're there because I'm afraid to be alone.
Have you read this book, The Art of Seduction?
No.
By Robert Greene? 48 Laws of Power?
No, I haven't.
Read both of them.
Check it out. Okay.
Don't check it out, read it.
I said I meant that's what I mean. I'll read it.
Most of the time when young people say I'll check it out, they just look at it.
Oh no. I'll read it. Oh yeah.
Read it.
I will.
They'll solve all your problems.
Okay, no, but not me personally.
Like I'm saying that whoever it is,
but I'll read it.
They may be watching. These books will solve this.
But I think I learned that. No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But I feel like I read the books, it will help. But then also I feel like we need to start teaching young girls that it's better to be alone.
And that's why I'm saying they should read these books. Because when you
they
read
have
books,
a movie about it.
When you read these books, it have life. Like from great leaders, how they became whatever they became, because they use these tactics. Have you read this book called The Richest Man in Babylon?
I started it. I haven't finished.
You really need to.
I haven't finished it. I started it.
You really need to read it.
Yeah, a friend of mine gave it to me. I gave it to me. I started it. I never finished.
Read it, please do.
That one I know for sure.
It will shape the way.
Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah,
okay.
Richest Man in Babylon.
I have it at home actually.
Classic.
Yeah, I have it at home.
The reason why I'm saying all this is sometimes, okay, so if Oprah is telling you that I did this, I did it, that's why I'm like this. It's easier for somebody to
follow, yeah.
When we tell you about Napoleon Bonaparte,
all
he did in this world, conquering the whole world and all that, he used these steps. That's how he was able to. It's easier that way. That's why I try to tell people to read certain books and all that.
Okay.
Me, I'm a loner. I'm like that guy. I'm a loner. I can be by myself all day.
Yeah.
I don't really need anybody. There was a point in time around 2014, 2013 there, but I went 1 year without using a phone. You could ask my wife. I went 1 year without using a phone. I didn't care.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I didn't care.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I could survive.
I can't picture that. I'm sorry.
Yo.
Instagram and TikTok.
I still have a friend. That will always call. When he sees me, if it wasn't me, will you be using a phone?
They force you to have a phone.
Yeah, he was always on my case.
Wow. Yeah. You survived?
I don't.
You didn't text anybody? I can't.
My wife had her phone. We had a home phone. If I want to make calls, I will use my home phone.
Okay.
Like if I want to talk to my mom, I will use the home phone. If I want to, like if I'm away from the home.
That's peaceful, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's so nice.
It was.
Well, dang, I can't.
It was. Like I was a loner. Me, I could stay by myself and I wouldn't need anybody. So far as I have rice and stew, I'm good. That is me. So far as I have my rice and stew, I'm good. I don't really need to talk to anybody. And I have Netflix.
You're good.
If I can't watch Netflix, I'll read books. That is me. So I don't really. You know when people say I don't want to be friends with you, it doesn't.
Lately, I'm like,
bro, I'm good. When somebody tell me they don't want to be friends with me, actually your friendship is bothering me. I'm just trying to.
I feel like he's trying to throw shade in there a little bit because I'm like, wait,
trying not to be.
Do you want to tell me something?
Not to be a loner. But actually, your friendship is bothering me.
If you want to talk to me, talk to me direct.
I'm talking to you. So if you think being friends with me is benefiting me,
it is.
Bro, you are troubling me. Sometimes I have to even talk when I don't want to talk.
Dang.
Because I'm friends with you, I have to talk sometimes I don't want to talk. Oh, can we hang out? I don't want to hang out. I want to be by myself. I just have to do that. You know how hard it is for me to do that? You have no idea.
If you want to talk to me direct. Don't go through the corners.
Now I'm talking to you.
Don't go through the corners.
Like I said, now I'm talking to you. So this is me. So if you think you're gonna blackmail me with friendship, I'm a loner.
I'm your baby sister.
Let me tell you this.
Can I blackmail him with that one?
Let me tell you this. Maybe the 16 years and Sunday Umechi.
Oh wow.
It may be a loner. You don't sit somewhere and think, say,
your friendship
your friendship means something to me. Maybe a loner. With the 16 years and Sunday Minya.
Oh wow.
When your whole friendship with the baby, or more, they've always had some people around them. Now I always have people around me. I don't really need anybody like that. And plus, me penny passer.
We know.
Like I don't like people like that because there's a whole lot of people that can deal with the type of personality that I have.
Yeah,
it takes a few people that are able to deal with me, and those that can deal with me really deal with me right. You know, so it's like you blackmailing Elon Musk with money. Come on,
but respect yourself.
Like,
respect
really, you gonna blackmail me with money?
Respect yourself.
That is me. So I don't really. Nobody can threaten me with that. But I do believe that not everybody's like me. So me, what I would say to you is, or to anybody that's watching us is, if you know you do not want to be in any friendship, people are using, you should be able to know when people are using you as a person. If the only time that they call you is to do something with you or for you to do something for them, even though when you are doing something for them, that thing should also benefit you. There should be a form of training for what you are doing. Okay, I'm doing something, and I'm just doing something to help other people, and I don't gain anything from it. Why you keep doing it?
Yeah.
Why you keep, especially with a girl that is in debt.
I think for her, yeah, and no, for me, I understood her because I understand when sometimes, like before, I was always trying to do the same thing. I understand
the thief,
I was always trying.
Logic is stupid.
Like before, I was also trying to do the same thing. Like, oh, let's go, I'll go. Let's go eat, I'll do it. Da, 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 da. But it got to a point when I was like, okay, like you said, I love being alone, but I still like this is my gang kind of thing. Like I enjoy my space. I always tell people I'm a biggest introvert, extrovert person that you ever meet. I love being alone, but I also love the gang. But then, yeah, like you said, for me to what I realize is if it's not helping me grow, I'd rather let them go and I'd rather be by myself.
But some people takes a longer time.
It takes a while.
And that is the problem.
It takes a while.
But look at this girl. She said, she's
23.
I don't really want to go to these trips.
I don't.
You know what these trips comes with? It comes with unnecessary sex for females. Oh, we're going to Texas. Oh, we're going to Chicago. We're going to this. And anytime you go, you meet different types of guys. You meet unnecessary sex. You know? And then the moment, as a woman, the moment you keep having sex, your chances of committing to any man lessens. It's crazy.
I think we just need to get to a place of learning our worth first. And I feel like these are things that parents need to start teaching their kids. And schools also need to start teaching this.
They're not going to.
I understand they're not going to. So
with this girl's decisions, who is it benefiting? Capitalism.
Yeah, because she's always out there.
She owes all this kind of money.
Yeah, and it's accumulating.
Capitalism is benefiting. You know. So you as a person need to sit down at a point in time and say, God, I can't keep going on this route.
It's easy for us to say, but it's hard. Because I said the same thing to her. Like, it's time for you to say and say, you can't keep, because you're only 23. By the time you're my age, 30, almost 30, you will not be able to figure it. She was like, I want to, but I'm afraid to be alone. And I told her, I understand loneliness. But sometimes...
What does she mean by she's afraid to be alone?
Okay, look, let's be realistic. As a single 20-something-year-old girl...
It sounds to me like somebody that have a personality problem.
She does. She actually does.
Okay.
Yeah, working through it. She has a confidence issue.
Okay.
Right? But sometimes she's like...
Does she have acne?
No, she doesn't. She's a very beautiful young lady.
So why does she have confidence issue?
People do.
I'm asking, why does
I don't know. You know, people ask me this question, like, how do I have confidence, especially as a big girl?
Okay.
I get a lot of questions like that. How do you have confidence as a big girl? And I'm like, because I do. But a lot of people have this issue. If you see this girl, this is creme de la creme. But has issues with herself.
She's a beautiful girl.
Very beautiful.
She has a confidence issue. Why is she having confidence
I
issues?
don't know where it stems from.
Somebody bullying her? Or
I don't even know where it stems from. I'm still trying to figure that out. I just met her. I don't even know her. Social media, Daroma. I just met her. I'm now trying to figure it out. There are so many young girls like that. That's why I feel like, I always tell people, I feel like that's where the path that I'm going on. Like, there are so many young girls crying. But it's like filters and social media is good at covering it up. But there's so many young girls that are crying. They are all in this situation. I have a baby sister. I thank God that at least I have grown enough to sometimes tell her, like, girl, sit down. And she will listen. But there are so many girls out there, it's like they are living to please friends. And we live in the era right now, especially with this. I cry for them. As much as I've had my time, I still cry for them because we live in the era now, it's like I need to always please, I need to always please the masses. I need to always please that, I'm going on trips. Because when your friends are watching on social media, it's like, she's living. But probably you don't know what she's doing with. But there's like, I have the thing, it's like, I need to please. Like, it's become a drug, like you said. There's like, they need to continue to please people. And then African parents are not helping.
Maybe when they try, you guys.
No,
don't
they're
let
not.
them
I'm
do it.
telling you, African parents glorify this. Oh, yeah, me bandit to cry. Oh, and then they'll call London. Ochinawa Paris. Oh, pictures seen. African parents are not helping. And I'll say that proudly because I know. They are proud to
If
say.
my baby girl is traveling to Paris,
They find it like,
what is she gonna do?
She's
over
an
there?
independent woman. She's exploring the world. I think I was talking to my mom about me traveling.
23-year-old.
Like yesterday, was it when we did the show and I said I wanted to travel? I have my reasons why I travel. I want to travel. Not because I want to please anybody. I can travel and not post it. I don't care. Right? But I have a reason. If it's business and it's maybe I want to create content and visiting places, that is why I want to travel. But these girls are now traveling because we want to. But African parents feel like, my daughter is independent. She's grown. She's in Paris. She's enjoying life. She's seeing the world. And now social media glorifies this, and our parents are now sitting on also social media. So it's like between them and their kids, I don't see the difference with all due respect. Between them and their children. Right now, the older mothers are competing with you always say, are competing with their children. So they see the daughter in Paris. Guess what? The following month, the mother will also be in Paris. The following week, she's in Atlanta. The mother will also be in Atlanta.
With all being said, no.
We need help.
We all being said, no. with all this being said, I believe life is individualism.
Yeah.
Like with you right now, you should be able to detect what is good for your life and what is not good for your life, regardless of who is doing the same thing that you are doing. I feel like people do not want to take that responsibility. I think that's where the problem is. Because if you know that going on these trips is not helping your pocket, why you keep going?
We need to prove a point to the masses.
Why do you have to prove that point?
I don't know. That's
especially when
they've put us on.
Especially when you've traveled enough.
That's the drug they've put them on.
Why do you feel like you still need to do that?
Why do you think people still post them, their couple? Oh, my husband bought me this. Why do you feel they need to? Because we need to prove a point.
No, it's because they are not living good.
Because they need to prove a point.
No, it's because they are not living good.
Or more black.
Let me tell you this. Like, my wife hardly even post my wife. But I have a good relationship with her. But what I know, I have a really good...
I'll call her and find out for you.
I have a really good relationship with her. See, can't say, I'm in Pankasa.
Yes.
I say, them people that want to say, hey, me and this, me and that, me and this, me and that, me and that, no, they are the ones cry. So, it's a self-esteem problem. Nti wo na entra hon ka se obi ni kunu post photo, you're also going to post a photo. And then because of that, I gotta go buy new clothes, new shoes, new just to post a photo for somebody to see, and you are not making any money on it. Like a serious.
It's a problem. This is a pandemic.
If you are going to post a photo, okay, we are going to church. I'm going somewhere. I'm going to a program. Now my wife for traveling. Ghana Music Awards. We have a program at Echo. And
that's different.
And I'm supposed to be at Atomic Stars or somewhere like that.
That one is different. But look, you're going for something. There's a purpose behind it.
I'm not gonna get up. I'm not gonna get an enemy who a grown-up man. Say I don't know where exactly that he's going, but I'll take off for planning and I will chat.
Like, why?
Like, you know, and I'm looking at it.
Is he creating content?
No, he's not creating. I see this as madness.
Oh, so it's not content.
Like, it's madness. Oh, and yeah, Juma. Because you are exposing your security. Mm-hmm. You know, you are just taking photos of. I've seen somebody even put their passport, and then they will take a photo.
Yes, I yelled at this young girl recently for that. They posted their whole ID, like you could see their passport number and everything. That's the thing now, though. You have to show the pass.
But what, like, so I gotta understand, like, when you are showing that information, who are you showing it to?
We're proving a point. I'm not.
Who?
I can't speak on them because I don't live there. Me especially, I don't live there.
Like, I'm trying to understand, if you have any idea.
I want to one-up you. So, like, we're all here. I want to one-up Chevy. Okay, let's say Chevy travels and I travel. Chevy just went to, let's say, Jamaica. I need to one-up everything that Chevy just posted on. It's like weddings. That's what it's. I need to one-up him. I need to one-up this person. But so Muhumia, they'll be like, oh, yeah, Jasmine is living. That's the vibe. The people like that. It's like what they have a name for it. It's something they live on. Oh yeah, I'm living.
It's prestige for them.
Yeah, it's like I'm living the life. I'm living. Yeah.
On a debt.
On a debt. That's what people are putting themselves in debt. Like last Monday I said it. People are putting themselves in debt just to prove them point. It's not even only travel, even restaurants. We need to go to the best restaurant. People are proving. Like me, I always tell people if I'm going out, it's because I have budgeted myself and I know that, okay, I've worked hard for this and I need to live. I don't just get up and I'm like, I'm going out. Like even my trips that I said I want to go on next year, I have sat down and I've budgeted myself that it will not pull me in a hole to, I've budgeted myself before that. But most people, it's like they live on a high. I got it. Oh, I'm leaving for Paris next week. Then they're up and going. And they have to tell you because they need that validation. That's the word, validation. That validation means everything to them. That's the society.
To go to Paris.
That's just not even just Paris, to do anything. That's what people are living on. People need that validation.
Well, when you send, I'm in pencil.
You know when people say relationship goals, people live for that.
Like, okay, so relationship goals. I want to just have a beautiful woman that will listen to whatever I say. Mm-hmm. That can challenge me mentally. That can, cook for me. Mm-hmm. It's very important to me. That can, raise my kids.
It's relationship goals.
That's gonna stand by me. Mm-hmm. That is between me and the woman. It's not for social media. God damn it.
People post. Have you seen when people post when their husband
does it make sense? Does it make sense to you?
Oh yeah, but you don't miss. You've not. You don't follow the craziness.
Like I'm not going. Okay, so if I go, to me, if I go put the relationship goals, then it means I'm looking for something. Like you understand what I'm saying? If I put this. I want somebody that can cook. I want that.
So it's not even you saying relationship. So let's say you post your wife. Uh-huh. Oh, this morning my wife made me breakfast. And you actually.
But why my wife's supposed to make me breakfast? Why should I post it?
You go post. So this morning I woke up, my wife made me breakfast, and then she drew me a bubble bath, and then after we're about to go for a walk,
But why would you put this information?
People do, and then you comment Yo, that was one that happened. This is funny story last year. This is funny story. This is a girl. This is funny story, and I know the person, right? So I saw her Snapchat. Oh, babe bought me flowers. Babe bought me this. Oh, but in my head, I'm like, but you and your bae are separated. At the time, her and her husband are separated. Mind you, she wasn't even living
maybe a different bae.
She wasn't even living no. I know when those pictures were taken because I was there for the pictures. Mind you, at the time, she had moved out of her husband's house and she was living in her sister's house, and she posted flowers. If I tell you flowers, oh, babe just made me breakfast. So somebody saw them, they're like, oh, did you see what happened? Oh, wait, the husband is so sweet. In my head, I'm like, are we talking about the same girl? And if I tell you the people that were flooding, and I was with her later that day, oh, relationship goals, I'm praying for this type of husband. And I was sitting there like,
there was this lady that I know, right? This lady that I know that the husband left. Mm-hmm. The guy really treated the girl bad, I mean, we are all not perfect, but the level that the guy put the lady in was bad. And I think instead of her to confront that situation, she started acting like everything is okay.
Oh, I did.
All of a sudden, she want to take photos. She want to show.
I want to prove a point.
I call her one day. I say,
oh.
And then she broke out.
This thing is hard.
And I watched her cry. Cry for some time. I was like, you gotta let it go. And put yourself, because now you want to put yourself out. You got to buy new clothes. You got to buy this. You got to go restaurants that you don't want to go to. You are putting all yourself in debt because of this guy. He's chilling.
And he's chilling. He was somebody else.
Yeah, he's enjoying.
He replacing you tomorrow.
Focus on your life and build what you want to build. So this guy will tomorrow realize that, God, I messed up. But you're putting yourself in a hole.
We need to learn.
It hit her. It hit her. So at the point, she thought she was doing the right thing by showing up to people. Yeah, I don't show off to anybody.
But I know that's what society says. When you break up, let him know what he lost.
It's stupidity.
That's what they say. I've heard it before. I've been told that before.
It's all capitalism.
Let them know what he lost.
It's all capitalism.
My
it's all capitalism. You got to understand that we are in a society of money. That's capitalism. So anything negative, right? They try to replace it with money.
Yeah, now they're doing divorce parties.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. So now it's like everything negative, we make money out of it, and then you think it's gonna satisfy you for a few hours, you know. But the next moment you go to bed, you're like, oh God. You start thinking, and then you get depressed, and you get on medications, and now they're still making money off you.
Boundaries.
We just have to. Yeah, we just have to think as a people. You cannot just let people manipulate you. But what's your brain, though?
The brain is there, but I feel like now people have they're not using it. They've programmed their mind into that. So it's like if you are not even doing it, then people look at you as like you're beneath. Like I remember when all my friends were traveling. There was a season all my friends were traveling and I wasn't. And it's not like I could have traveled, but then financially I wasn't there. And so I made a decision. I will go when I can. And now that I've gotten to a place that I'm like, I can. So now I'm going. But I remember when everybody looked at me as like, you cry. You're not in part of this high thing.
I remember when all my friends started buying houses.
Now the pressure is on me too.
And then everybody.
Bruh.
Charlie, now I'm pay house I'm
not there yet.
Charlie, we're ready. And when beginning, that's what I would say. Charlie, we're ready. Oh, Charlie, you pay house you know, and people will say, we are, Charlie. It's like anybody that you talk to, they try to
get you to buy a house.
And then
or
one
buy
day
a car.
I had all of them in their living room. We were having a conversation. I said, why are you always telling us to buy a house? Have anybody tried to give us a down payment that we didn't accept? I said, oh, no, it's not. I'm trying to tell you how. I said, don't tell me nothing. I know when my money is right.
I'll buy it.
I'll get a house. You know this person said it to me. You know that person said it to me. You know that person said it to me. You know that. Why you all keep talking about it? So it's precious. Me, I know how to handle stuff like that.
Yeah.
I made sure they were all in the same room and I brought it up at once. Nobody talked to me about buying the houses. Guess what? When it got to the time that I have to buy mine, I have the best interest rate in history.
Oh, to get yours. Smart.
You know, I'm saying this to say that don't let nobody push.
Pressure you, yeah.
Like we've taken a lot of debt. We are all victims. We've taken a lot of debt.
Yep.
Sometimes you wouldn't even realize that.
Until later.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't even realize that you've been pushed to make the decision that you've made. Sometimes you wouldn't realize that. You would think I got it or I could pay for it until something happened and then all of a sudden, boom. You know, we've all made this mistake. What I'm saying is use your brain. Let the brain do the thinking. Think. Because you want to be friends with somebody, you got to buy something expensive that
you need to be recognized.
You do not have.
But you want to also be recognized in society. I think everybody likes to be recognized. Let's be honest.
Let me tell you this. Society don't really care about the flashy ones.
No, okay. They're adult. Like the older, I won't say they're young. No. The younger generation is different.
All you need to do, all you need to have. Haven't you seen this kid in school that don't have nothing but everybody loves him?
Oh yeah, vibes.
That's all you need to get.
That's me.
You need to.
I'm vibes.
Yo, you need to learn how to fit in.
Oh yeah.
You need to, when you go somewhere, it doesn't matter whether everybody's wearing suit and tie. If you can't afford suit and tie, find a way to look presentable, to fit in.
That's it.
You understand? And know how to deal with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Know how to do it. That's all it is. Yo, when friends sit down and then we are all together, it turns to what? Conversation. Right?
Nobody
At that point,
cares
nobody
what
cares
you're
about what you're
wearing.
wearing.
All day, as long as you're neat and you look good, that's it.
Nobody cares about what. So me, when I walk into somewhere, I always start conversations. Like I'll just walk into a room and I'll get everybody. So I used to do this. I get in there and I set a conversation and then I leave. And then they'll be like, you just brought a conversation.
And then you left.
I know, yo, I gotta go. It's too
Set them
down
up
here.
and then you leave.
I say it's too down here. Y'all need to have some conversations.
Silly.
When you have conversations, it takes your mind off, those kind of things. That's how I do my thing. I'm not gonna let anybody push me to do what I do not want to do. So all these young people that are saying that, they are being pushed, I think you cannot always blame people for.
You can't for your foolishness. You cannot.
Just think.
You cannot.
You don't have the money. You don't have the money. You know you don't have the money. And then this person is saying, we got to go to this trip. You tell them you don't have the money. They're going to pay for that.
You don't want to be called broke too. I'm really trying to speak for what he is going through. I remember, right, when I bought my Honda 2020, right? That same and then this girl also bought Mercedes, right? So I think we got to church and I was excited about my Honda because I paid full cash. I didn't do payments. I was really proud of that $7,000 I did, okay? So I was like happy, bugging. When I got my Honda every week. It was detailed. And I remember this girl had her Mercedes. And I remember when I got there, everybody was glorifying her Mercedes. Mind you, she's doing payments on him. And so I was standing there, sitting there, I was looking at her, she was like, don't worry. You'll be reported very soon. You'll be reported. But they didn't report hers. But I'm just saying, at the time where I was, and I remember somebody walked there, you should get a Mercedes. I was like, I don't have Mercedes money. 7,000 you can't miss it. Too good. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of young girls want that kind of praise. Like when I walked in there and they were praising her, if I was somebody that didn't have a mind of my own, I would have said, I want that kind of, because if I tell you it was vibes, and me too, I like vibes, but that day everybody left me and I was standing there like, okay, I don't care like that. I bought it for myself. I made myself proud. But if I was a young girl that didn't have a mind of my own, I would have gone like, let me go buy a Tesla to prove a point. Because everybody knows my dream car is a Tesla. So I could have been like, let me go buy a Tesla. I remember that day somebody was like, but they're selling Teslas for cheap. Go get it. And I was like, no, if I'm getting a Tesla, I want a brand new Tesla, like Tia Rubber that I'm pulling out. And they were like,
they'll bring it to the house.
They'll come deliver it and set up the charge. Oh, God, that day will be nice. But anyways. But no, I was saying that, like, I will get it when I get it. But you'll be surprised that there's a young girl somewhere. I remember my little sister, when she was trying to find a car, people were like, get a Mercedes, get a BM. And I called my sister. So if you make a mistake and get it, if anything happens, you will fix it on your own. Because my sister will be hyped and get it, and then it'll fall on me. And I was like, if you go get it.
But why should it fall on you, though?
That's my baby sister, okay?
It still shouldn't fall on you. She has a social security, right?
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't fall on you.
Everything that my sister's anthem? Her money is her money. My money is her money. That's my sister's anthem in our house.
So you know what you have created.
I created a problem. I know, I did. I created a problem. But no, everybody was forcing her, you need to look good. You need to look good. And I told her, no, we'll get you a Honda or a Chevy, something that if it breaks down tomorrow, me and mom can, put things together and fix it for you. But in this generation, have you paid attention? A lot of these young girls, some of them are driving Mercedes that they can't afford. Because I
don't know if they can afford it or not, but
I've
seen a lot of young women driving Mercedes.
Because a lot of times it's just the hype. They want that validation.
When I was growing up, Mercedes were for the rich guys in the neighborhood.
You see, I'm calling her. I'm Tesla. Wait, the society pressure. I'm going to be. Anyways, I'm even going to buy a house tomorrow. I can't come and kill myself. But yeah, this was a great show. Can you give your last words and then we're out?
What's the word? I'm perplexed.
You're shocked.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
This is the world we live in.
Yeah, the decisions that young people are making.
We should do a show called The Dumb Decisions That Young People Are Making. Yeah, we should. I'm telling you, weddings, cars, shoes, all of that. You know what pressured me to buy my first designer shoe? A friend of mine pressured me to buy my first designer shoe.
And what was your first designer shoe?
It was
red bottoms.
Bruh, that's the most painful nonsense ever. The name Red Bottoms is literally what it means. I wore it for 2 days and I sold it on Facebook. This girl made me feel like we went to Saks Fifth. We're passing through. We're never supposed to go there. You know how we go to Polaris, you pass through and go inside the mall. We're passing and she saw it. Like, oh my God, I can buy it. You know the person's that we be saying her name. Oh my God, you need to get it. Oh my God, as a girl, you need to have a rep. John, I didn't have the money. I put it on credit card. And I wore the shoe once or twice and I was in pain. The next day I sold it on Facebook. I was pressured. That was the last time I was ever pressured to buy anything.
At least you learned something from it.
Oh yeah, it was dumb.
People would die. I remember you could tell some people are wearing some clothes that is so cold, but because they want to wear that, that attire at that moment, and you could tell they are dying. Mm-hmm. They got all goosebumps around their body, and they are still wearing it. They're gonna die very soon.
Our society.
So to me, don't let nobody push you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nobody push you. I'm telling you, you don't know what tomorrow holds for you. Mm-hmm. And most of the things that remember, you know how iPhone comes out and people go queue for it. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Next year another one will come.
Another September,
and then another will come and then you're gonna queue.
I'm not doing it.
So what's the life lesson in this? How long are you gonna queue?
How long only? That's hours, bro. Imagine if you're standing there for 5 hours. That can business.
Sense. It doesn't even make no sense.
It all seems the same thing too.
You are standing at a particular spot
because
for 5
they changed
hours.
The color of the phone. That's it.
Well, don't let nobody push you. That's all I can say.
Well,
don't let nobody push you.
That was a good show.
Don't die before your time.
And I don't know. But it's learn to set boundaries because society will force you into it. But when you are in debt and you're in a hole, you will be left to do the, to clean up the mess. So make sure, my mother used to always say, cut your coats according to your size. So yeah, at the right time, when it's God's time, you'll be able to also live large if that's what you desire. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Chevy with the eggs for producing today's show. Thank you to Quick Copy, Believers Attire, Akuba RG Kids, Glorious Studios, Lona Soul Streetwear, and Rockvine Valentines for making today's show happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share, like, comment. And yes, if you're watching on Facebook and you want to support us in any way, you can send us stars. It'll say right next to it that send 200 stars or pin or whatever it is. You can read it on the bottom and you can support us with stars. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's show. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow Revolt Drive will be on with the crew. Revolt Drive will be on with the crew. Yeah, the controversial crew. They'll be on Friday. So yeah, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I might be here tomorrow as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys.
You will or you might.
I'll surprise you people. So when you watch it, you'll know if I'm here or not, okay? I want to surprise you guys. I want to throw you guys a surprise. So if I'm not here, it's a surprise. I'm not here. If I'm here to surprise, I'm here. Whichever one. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yes, happy holidays to you guys as we're all preparing for Christmas and the New Year's. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a good night. Bye-bye.